The negative display on the Casio GXW-56-BB is terrible. Do not let anybody tell you otherwise. It is a very hard to read LCD display. Casio needs to stop making watches with negative LCD displays. That being said, I love this watch because it fits. Look at this. I have an 8.5-inch wrist, and this fits on the third notch, okay? So you big wristers, you should know this watch will fit. And I think, you could probably go out to maybe 9 inches. But either way, this strap is very comfortable, and the double prong tang really keeps it from moving around a lot. All right. Now, this is a great work watch, except for the negative LCD display. We're over that now. It's a great work watch because of this, the mud resist. All right. Look at the buttons. There's not a crevice for anything to get behind that button. It's like, you see the watch in there? It's kind of like you put your phone in one of those life-proof otter boxes, right? So you have the foam, then you put the plastic case, and you put the rubber case around it. That's what Casio did with this module, okay? It's in a plastic case, and then it's surrounded by a rubber case. And so when you press these buttons, you're not actually pressing the buttons. You're pressing the plastic case, which pushes the buttons. And so there's not a lot of feedback on the buttons, but these are big buttons, and you don't have to worry about crud getting behind them, okay? Now, just for reference, I work in an oil field, so this watch, I don't hold it back from anything. It gets subjected to, caliche mud, hydraulic sludge, drilling fluids, diesel, my supervisor's BS, drippings from the breakfast burrito, all sorts of toxic sludge gets all over this watch, like paraffin, crude oil, you name it, okay? And this watch stands up to it with flying colors, okay? So if you work in the oil field, like if you work the floor of a rig or a snubbing unit, or if you're working construction or mining or forestry, this watch, except for the negative LCD display, is a good option for durability. And let me tell you what else I like about it, is that I've lost so many watches to pins popping out, right? You know what I'm talking about? Like you hit something on the side and the pins just pop out. This doesn't have pins, okay? The strap is screwed in, all right? So I think that this band would tear before anything would pop off, right? Now, the protection that I was referencing earlier, the protection comes with a downside, and that is that this watch stands very proud off your wrist. It's like you're wearing a hockey puck with a strap, and here's an 11/16 wrench, okay? So this thing sits 11/16 off your wrist. So it's not a watch that goes under your sleeve that well, but what watch aficionados say, it adds a lot of presence. And I don't know. I mean, I'd like a more diminutive watch, but the trade-off is the durability. And so far, this has been very durable for me. And, there's a lot of cracks and crevices in it, but I clean this off regularly. One other problem is that there's this crater here that could get crud stuck in there. Like I said, I wash this every day, but this whole part, this ring here, is part of the encapsulation of the watch underneath. So I love this watch, but I cannot give it 5 stars because of the negative LCD display, and it's a little thicker, I think, than it needs to be. But if you're looking for a durable work watch, GXW-56-BB.